Imagine this. You are in the middle of a conversation, but your mind freezes. You know the word in your language, but in English, it just disappears. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. You feel embarrassed, frustrated, and you ask yourself, why can't my brain think in English? You are not alone. Millions of learners face this every single day. They can read English, they can write English, but when it comes to speaking and remembering, their brain suddenly stops. But here is the truth. Your brain is not broken. It is powerful. It just needs the right training system. Not random tips, not memorizing boring grammar rules, but a system that makes your brain think naturally in English and remember things faster than ever before. In this video, I am going to share with you a step-by-step system to train your brain. A system that not only boosts your memory and thinking power, but also improves your English fluency at the same time. By the end, you will know how to recall words instantly, how to think in English without translating, and how to use your brain like a powerful library. Step 1. Create mental pictures. Your brain does not think in words, it thinks in images. If I say apple, you do not see the letters A-P-P-L-E. You see a red fruit in your mind. That is how memory works. So when you learn English words, do not just repeat them. Visualize them. If you learn the word journey, close your eyes and imagine yourself packing a bag, getting on a train, and starting an adventure. The stronger the picture, the stronger the memory. Say it with me now. Journey. I am going on a journey. Feel it. See it. This is how you lock the word into your brain. And stay with me, because in the next step, I will show you how to connect these pictures into stories. Step 2. Build stories, not lists. Have you ever tried memorizing a shopping list and forgot half of it? That is because your brain hates lists but loves stories. Imagine you want to remember 3 English words: river, book, and clock. Make a funny story. You are sitting by a river, reading a book, when suddenly a giant clock falls into the water. Silly, right? But you will never forget it. This is how memory champions remember hundreds of things. And you can do the same with English vocabulary. Practice with me. Take 3 new words today and connect them into a story. Write this down, because in the next step, I will show you how to use repetition in a powerful way. Step 3. Spaced repetition. Repeating once is not enough. Your brain forgets fast, but if you review at the right intervals, the memory becomes permanent. Think of it like watering a plant. If you pour water once and leave it, the plant dies. But if you give little water regularly, it grows strong. The same with English words and sentences. Review after 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. Each time, it becomes stronger. Say the phrase with me now. I will train my brain with spaced repetition. Excellent. But this is only the beginning. In the next step, you will learn how to use emotions to supercharge memory. Step 4. Add emotion. Do you remember where you were when you heard big news in your life? Of course you do, because emotions lock memories. Use this in English learning. When you learn a new word, connect it with a feeling. For example, the word victory. Say it loudly with a smile. Pump your fist, feel the excitement. Or the word sadness, say it softly. Drop your shoulders, feel the weight. Your brain will remember it much faster. So right now, say victory with me. Victory. Feel the energy. Beautiful. In the next step, we will turn English practice into a game for your brain. Step 5. Use the game method. Your brain loves challenges. That is why people spend hours on puzzles and video games. You can trick your brain to love English the same way. Set small challenges. For example, today I will describe everything in my room using only English. Or I will talk to myself in English for 5 minutes. Keep score. Reward yourself. Make it fun. Because when learning feels like a game, your brain does not resist, it enjoys. And guess what? Enjoyment means longer memory. But how do you practice thinking in English all day? That is exactly what we explore in the next step. Step 6. Switch your inner voice. Right now, your brain probably thinks in your native language first, and then translates. That is slow. To think in English, you must switch your inner voice. Start with simple things. When you wake up, do not say in your language, "I am going to brush my teeth." Say it in English. "I am brushing my teeth. I am making tea. I am opening the window." Narrate your life in English. It feels strange at first, but soon it becomes natural. This is how children learn their first language, and do not worry if it is not perfect. The goal is fluency, not perfection. In the next step, I will show you how to strengthen this habit with environment tricks. Step 6. Build a mental movie. Close your eyes and imagine yourself inside a scene. You walk into a cafe in London. The waiter smiles and says, "What would you like to order?" In that moment, don't translate. Just see it. Just feel it. Say, "I would like a coffee, please." When you connect English with images, your brain stores it as a living memory, not a boring word list. Think of Titanic. Instead of memorizing sink, imagine the ship sinking, people shouting, water rushing in. You will never forget that word again. Your homework today. Choose 5 English words and turn them into a mini movie in your head. Replay it before you sleep. Your brain loves cinema more than textbooks. And here is the secret. The more you use stories, the less you need to study. Your brain becomes your personal Netflix for English. Step 7. Train with micro challenges. Your brain grows when you push it just enough, not too much. If you try to read a 500-page novel today, you will quit. But if you read one graded reader story of 3 pages, your brain says, "I can do this." Set a timer for 5 minutes. In those 5 minutes, only think in English. Not your native language. Just 5 minutes. Tomorrow, do 6 minutes. Next week, do 10. This small stress is like a dumbbell for your mind. You don't lift 100 kilos on day 1. You start small, then grow strong. Your brain loves progress. So celebrate these mini wins. Write in the comments how many minutes you trained today. Make it a public promise. Step 8. Anchor your learning to emotions. The human brain remembers emotions more than logic. You don't remember every bus ride, but you remember the day you missed the bus for your first interview. Why? Because emotions burn memories into your mind. So, when you learn English, attach it to a feeling. If you learn the phrase, "I made it," shout it with joy. Jump up from your chair and say, "I made it." Your body and brain will link the phrase to victory. Or when you learn, "I'm sorry," put your hand on your heart. Bow your head slightly. Feel the regret. That emotion will lock the phrase forever. Learning English is not just about the mouth. It is about the heart. The more you feel, the more you remember. Step 9. Teach what you learn. One of the fastest ways to make your brain remember is to teach someone else. If you learn a new phrase today, call a friend and use it in conversation. If you read a story in English, retell it in your own words to your brother or sister. You don't need a classroom. Just one person who listens. Even your pet will do. Stand in front of a mirror and explain in English what you learned today. When you teach, your brain works double. First to recall, then to express. That double effort makes the knowledge stick. So don't just be a student, be a teacher. Every day, explain one thing in English to someone. That is how memory becomes mastery. Step 10. Use the night power. Your brain works while you sleep. In fact, it organizes memories, cleans the noise, and strengthens the lessons of the day. So, before bed, review just one page, one phrase, or one story in English. Don't overload. Just one small thing. Then sleep. Your brain will replay it 10 times more in your dreams. In the morning, it will feel natural. Imagine this. You read the phrase, "never give up," before sleep. You dream of yourself climbing a mountain, reaching the top, shouting those words. When you wake up, they are not just words. They are your new identity. So tonight, before you close your eyes, give your brain a gift. Feed it English. It will give you back confidence tomorrow. Step 11. Build your English identity. This is the most powerful secret. The brain learns faster when it connects to identity. If you still say, "I am trying to learn English," your brain hears doubt. But if you say, "I am an English speaker," your brain starts acting that way. Identity shapes behavior. If you see yourself as someone who speaks English every day, your brain will open doors. You will notice more words, hear more phrases, and remember faster. So from today, stop saying, "I am a learner." Start saying, "I am an English speaker." Even if your grammar is not perfect, your identity is. And identity always wins. Write in the comments right now, "I am an English speaker." Make it real. Make your brain believe. Step 12. The final transformation. You came here because you wanted to train your brain. You wanted to think in English, remember more, and boost your brain power. Now you have the steps. You know how to repeat, how to visualize, how to anchor emotions, how to challenge yourself, how to teach, and how to sleep smarter. This is not just about English. This is about life. A trained brain makes you more confident, more successful, and more free. Close your eyes now and imagine yourself 1 year from today. You walk into an interview. You speak clearly in English. You smile. You get the job. Or maybe you travel abroad. You ask for directions confidently. You make new friends. That is your future. The journey starts today. Don't wait. Practice the steps. Watch this video again tomorrow. Make your brain your best friend. And before you leave, do 3 things. Like this video so others can find it. Subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson. And comment below, "I am ready to train my brain." Because you are. And your brain is waiting.